Fallout tonight after an awkward kiss cam moment at a Coldplay concert went viral across the globe.
Yeah. Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay?
So, imagine this. You're a billionaire CEO. You've built a multi-million-dollar tech empire. You're sitting at a Coldplay concert, enjoying your night, snuggled up next to someone. But there's just one problem. The woman next to you isn't your wife. Suddenly, the jumbotron catches you. The entire stadium sees it. Chris Martin, Coldplay's lead singer, cracks a savage joke about you. The crowd laughs, and within hours, your name is trending worldwide. Your marriage? Over. Your job? Suspended. Your reputation? Destroyed. Sounds unreal, right? Well, welcome to the real-life nightmare of Andy Byron, the CEO who went from corporate star to global scandal overnight. Today, we're breaking down exactly how a single concert turned into the biggest betrayal of the year, how a concert camera destroyed his life. It all started innocently enough. Andy Byron, CEO of billion-dollar tech company Astronomer, was at a sold-out Coldplay concert at Gillette Stadium. But instead of bringing his wife, Megan, who supported his career for years, Andy showed up with someone else, Kristen Kabat, the company's chief people officer. Translation? She's his head of human resources. They sat way up in the nosebleeds, probably thinking no one would notice, but during one of those wholesome crowd camera moments, disaster struck. The camera locked onto them. Their faces said it all. Andy ducked. Kristen turned away and covered her face. Then Chris Martin looked at the big screen and casually joked, either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
The stadium laughed, but the internet? The internet erupted. The internet investigation, how they got caught, what happened next, proves that the internet never sleeps and never forgives. At first, people thought it was just a funny moment caught on the stadium screen, but curiosity kicked in. Who were those two people acting so nervous? Why did they look so guilty? Within hours, the online detectives went to work. People on TikTok slowed the clip down frame by frame, zooming in on their faces. Reddit threads exploded with amateur investigators analyzing every detail. Screenshots were taken, facial recognition apps were used, people searched for any clue. Then it happened. A LinkedIn profile surfaced. The man in the video was confirmed Andy Byron, the powerful CEO of Astronomer, a billion-dollar tech company. Moments later, the woman beside him was identified too, Kristen Kabat, the company's chief people officer. Didn't stop there. Soon, social media sleuths found their company bios, official photos, conference videos, and even old interviews. There was no escaping it anymore. The people in the clip weren't just random fans. They were two married executives from the same company. And the twist? They weren't married to each other. Both Andy and Kristen had their own families. They had children. They had long-term marriages. Yet here they were, caught on camera in a moment neither of them could explain. As the truth spread, outrage replaced curiosity. What started as a funny Coldplay concert clip turned into a scandal that shook the corporate world. Their faces were everywhere. Their story was unavoidable. And just like that, two people who thought they could hide in the nosebleeds became global headlines. Their secret wasn't a secret anymore. It was public property, and the world was watching. Megan Byron's silent power move. The internet chooses a hero. While Andy Byron's name flooded social media for all the wrong reasons, back home, his wife, Megan Byron, was watching the entire disaster unfold. For years, Megan had been the picture of loyalty. She attended corporate events, celebrated her husband's achievements, and proudly shared family milestones online. Her social media pages were filled with happy moments, family vacations, anniversary posts, and smiling photos with Andy. But everything changed overnight. When the Coldplay clip went viral, people rushed to her profiles out of curiosity. What they found shocked everyone. Megan wasn't speaking out. She wasn't posting angry messages. She wasn't defending her husband, nor was she attacking him. Instead, she made one quiet, powerful move. Megan simply removed Andy's last name from all her social media accounts. Her once happy Megan Carrion Byron became just Megan Carrion. Her profile picture changed too. The happy couple's photo was gone, replaced by a photo of herself standing strong and alone. She didn't explain. She didn't need to. That silent action said more than any statement ever could. The internet noticed, And instantly, Meghan became a symbol of grace under pressure. People flooded her comment sections not with questions, but with messages of support. Hashtags supporting her started trending. TikTok creators stitched videos praising her strength. Twitter threads labeled her a queen. One viral tweet read, "She didn't lose a husband. She lost dead weight. Queen move." Another said, "Drop the Byron, keep the dignity." Meghan became the internet's hero, not because she fought publicly, but because she chose quiet strength over public drama. Strangers who had never heard of her before were now cheering her on, supporting her, encouraging her to take control of her life and her future. In a world where scandals often bring chaos and loud accusations, Meghan's silent response hit harder than any words. She didn't break down, she leveled up. And the internet, they stood behind her without hesitation. Corporate backlash begins.
She's the head of HR. So today she had to call herself into her own office. That was it.
While social media exploded with jokes and memes, the boardroom at Astronomer wasn't laughing. Within just days of the scandal going viral, the company's board of directors stepped in and made their move. Andy Byron, once seen as the company's visionary leader, was officially placed on indefinite leave. This wasn't a small slap on the wrist. It was a clear sign. The company wanted distance from its now infamous CEO. But Andy wasn't the only one facing consequences. Kristen Cabot, the company's chief people officer, saw her name and photo disappear from Astronomer's official website almost overnight. Rumors swirled that her company email was shut down, and insiders claimed she'd been effectively cut off from internal operations. The company also launched a full-scale internal investigation. Reports suggested they were looking into everything: potential misuse of company resources, undisclosed relationships, and whether Kristen's position at the company had been influenced by personal bias. For employees, it was more than just leadership being punished. This was a wake-up call. The people trusted to uphold company values had shattered them publicly. Astronomer wasn't just dealing with a PR crisis. They were facing a serious ethical collapse, and everyone was watching to see what would happen next. What started as a kiss cam joke had now triggered a full-blown corporate disaster, the ultimate HR hypocrisy. Let's talk about irony. Kristen Cabot wasn't just any employee. She was the chief people officer, the person responsible for enforcing workplace rules, handling complaints, and maintaining ethics. And yet, here she was, cozying up to her CEO in public. Employees across the company were furious. How could the woman in charge of HR be breaking the very policies she's supposed to uphold? It wasn't just betrayal, it was hypocrisy at its highest level. Astronomer's staff now saw their leadership as a broken system, and they were watching it crumble live on TikTok. The children, the real victims. While the world laughed, there were people quietly paying the price. Andy and Kristen's children, both executives have families, both have young kids. And now, those kids are living through something no child should ever experience. Their parents' mistake becoming a global headline. At school, in their neighborhoods, even online, friends and classmates are pointing fingers, showing videos, and whispering behind their backs. These children didn't choose any of this. Yet, they've become unwilling characters in a viral drama. What's even worse, this scandal won't vanish. Those videos will keep coming back, year after year, and the emotional damage, it could stay with them long after the internet moves on. In this entire story, they're the ones who truly didn't deserve any of it. Meghan's next move. She's taking everything. While Andy Byron was being removed from his company and mocked online, his wife, Meghan Byron, was making her own quiet, calculated move. She officially filed for divorce, and she isn't settling for anything less than everything. According to insider reports, Meghan is going after full custody of their children, half of Andy's assets, and long-term financial support. Lawyers close to the situation say she's likely to win. After all, the entire scandal played out in public, with undeniable evidence on every major social platform. But what's even more surprising is how the internet responded. People who had never met Meghan Byron flooded her comment sections with encouragement. TikTok creators stitched videos calling her an inspiration. Twitter threads called her the woman who turned heartbreak into power. The public wasn't just supporting her emotionally, they were rooting for her to take every financial advantage available. Phrases like, "Take the house, take the cars, take it all," appeared again and again under every update. Meghan, once known simply as Andy Byron's wife, has now become a symbol of strength and quiet revenge. And with the legal system, public sympathy, and viral exposure all on her side, there's little doubt she's positioned to walk away from this marriage not as a victim, but as a winner. In the eyes of the internet, Meghan isn't just taking half, she's taking back control of her life. Andy's legacy destroyed in one night.
The man ducked from the frame and the woman turned away. Coldplay singer Chris Martin hit the nail on the head.
For years, Andy Byron worked to build his reputation as a respected tech leader. As CEO of Astronomer, he was known as an innovator, someone trusted to lead a billion-dollar company into the future. But now, all of that is gone. In just one night, Andy's name stopped being associated with data science or leadership. Instead, he's now known as the CEO who got caught on the kiss cam, and the internet hasn't let him forget it. Memes flooded TikTok and Instagram. Coldplay lyrics were pasted all over his old LinkedIn posts. People mocked him, not just in comment sections, but inside corporate offices across the world. Even other CEOs and professionals are using his story as a warning. Conferences and HR seminars have started using his scandal as an example of what not to do. Everywhere he turns, Andy is reminded of one brutal truth. No matter how many years you spend building your success, one mistake can erase it in a second. And here's the harsh reality. Even if Andy somehow keeps his job, even if the board allows him back, even if the headlines fade, his reputation is permanently damaged. Every time Coldplay performs that song again, someone, somewhere, will remember the CEO whose life fell apart to its soundtrack. Andy Byron didn't just lose his company, he lost his legacy. What happens next? You decide. So let's recap the damage. His wife, gone. His career, hanging by a thread. His public image, destroyed. The internet, unforgiving. And Coldplay, still performing like nothing happened. Andy Byron's story is now a case study in how fast one mistake can ruin everything. From the moment that stadium camera caught him, his life spiraled faster than anyone could imagine. His reputation, his marriage, his leadership, all shattered not behind closed doors, but under stadium lights and on social media. Now the question is, what happens next? Do you think Andy Byron should be fired permanently? Should Meghan Byron go all in and take absolutely everything in the divorce? And let's not forget Chris Martin. Was he out of line with that joke? Or was he just saying what everyone was thinking? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. I'll be reading every single one. And if you're hooked on stories of real-world scandals, betrayals, and powerful comebacks, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Because remember, sometimes the biggest falls happen in front of the biggest crowds. I'll see you in the next one.